Good morning everybody, here's Lorraine again, and I'm just, sorry if my head's in the way there, I'm just going to run through my latest journal. It's a bee and butterfly journal, and again I've loved working on this journal. So many lovely kits about that you can have for bees and butterflies. I've just really enjoyed working with it, and I'll go through this flip through and hope that you like it too. So before I start with the flip through, I just want to say a great big thank you for you watching the channel, taking the time to pop in and watch the videos that I put on, and I just want to thank you for all the messages and comments that I receive when I put videos or photos onto Facebook as well. I'm on a few groups on Facebook. I have my own Handcrafted by Lorraine Facebook group, and I get some lovely comments and some really good encouragement from lots and lots of lovely people. So thank you so much for that. So I'll just go through this journal. It measures, I haven't measured it and I'm in a different room to where my ruler is, but I'm guessing it's 8.5 by 5.5. Which is my normal or my standard size that I tend to make. It's a fabric covered journal, a soft journal cover, and the fabric is an unbleached cotton linen type, and that's been stitched to cardstock. It's been stitched, the signature's been stitched in, but I haven't covered the stitching this time. Quite often I put some lace down, but I didn't want to add anything more onto this cover. So on the front cover I've made a topper from cardstock, and on the cardstock I've stitched on this butterfly. It's actually a silk embroidered butterfly, and it's beautiful, and I just so wanted to use it on the front of a journal. So here it is on the front of this journal, and I've used some bee ephemera and made a little pocket, and there's a couple of little bee tabs in there. Of course you could put anything in there, and a book plate that's one of Artie Maze's freebies on the front. It's fastened using this double, can't remember the name of the ribbon, it's a sheer ribbon. And it's double, a gold and a lavender, just to bring out the colours on the front of the journal. And it's stitched in, it's glued in so that it's underneath the topper, and on the back there's just a tiny little butterfly cluster topper that I've put on, and it secures the ribbon on the back. So inside we'll just have it's got a single signature that's stitched in, and in the signature there's 76 pages front and back. I think that's the size of it. So on the front cover I've made a double pocket. The top here is a pocket, and there's a little note in about the journal for whoever ends up with this. This will be going into my Etsy shop today, so if you're interested, bob along to my Etsy shop, Handmade by Lol. The links below in the description. So this top pocket is made from some ephemera from Artie Maze, I believe. If I get these wrong, please forgive me ladies, but I've used quite a few, and sometimes it's not easy keeping up with where I've got them from. I should really document as I'm going along. So I've made that into a pocket. There's a little handmade tag inside of there, backed with coffee stained paper, and just got some garden twine attached to the top, and a little bee that I've fussy cut and glued onto there. This paper is from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and it's one of her kits, and it's a lovely kit. It really is beautiful, and it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things. There's some stenciling and stamping throughout on some of the blank pages, and again I've left lots and lots of journal spaces. So this pocket I made using up the last piece, I think, of this. I keep finding another piece of it, this butterfly cardstock that I've had in my stash for ages. So I've made it into a pocket, and in the pocket are two tags. I believe these are both from Artimaze. This one's got some eyelash trim that I've dyed using alcohol pens. Some stamping on there, and on the front again a little pocket with two tabs in there. On this side another one of Artimaze's ephemera things. This is from the Bee Garden kit, and it's a beautiful kit, and again stamping and stenciling, and on this page I've put some crocheted lace trim on there, and inside this corner pocket is this large tag that comes from Artimaze and Tracy Fox. They've combined and made some lovely kits, so the tag is one of their tags, but I've just added some bits to it. I've put a little pocket at the bottom here, and I've put in 3 little journal cards in there. Go on in. And then I've fussy cut a little butterfly and collage that on top of that tab. I haven't put anything on top of there. I don't always, because sometimes it gets in the way of your journaling, and I've just left it blank on the back, so you've got more journaling space there. Blank pages that have been coloured, they're coffee stained, and then on some of the pages I've coloured with ink stamps. It was a video I watched of Yvonne Preston. She uses a bag, a plastic bag, dipped in the inks, and then just goes over the pages with the different colours, and it has a really nice effect. Here I've made a tuck spot on the end of the page, and I've affixed a little journal card. I think this is one of Kelly Watson's. I'm not 100% sure, or my porch print. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot to mention this little dangle here with the butterfly dangle attached to the lace. So inside this tuck spot, the page you'll see has been coloured and stamped, and this is again one of Artimaze's from the kit, and I've just made this one into a little notebook using up some coffee stain paper, and I've stitched it into there just to make a little notebook. This is some, I don't know where I got this paper from, but it's obviously bee themed, and I love it because it's got the honeycomb in it and the little bee picture there. Some more stenciling here, fastened in with a paper clip with eyelash trim is a little envelope that I made from some digital paper from Artimaze. I've used one of Artimaze's tickets to close the flap on there, and inside is just some journals, some coffee stained papers for journaling. So that's a nice way of using up some of your digital papers. Here's a pocket that I've made just using some cardstock, stamped it, distressed it around the edges, and I've put in a little journal card, used that as a pocket. I've fussy cut a butterfly and one of the tabs from Artimaze. I don't think that's an Artimaze butterfly, but I can't remember where. And again, inside of this pocket is one of Artimaze's ephemera from the kit, and again, no, it's not a booklet, sorry, this isn't a booklet. I've glued on one sheet of coffee stained paper inside of there, so that's a nice little secret journaling space in there. And again, one of the tags from Andrea and Tracy's kit, and again I've altered this. I've put I punched a hole and put a do you call them, grommet things on. Again, use garden twine. I've embellished here with one of the bee specimen cards from Artimaze. I have used, this is from one of the papers, one of the pages from the kit, and I've just cut this little piece out, made it into a pocket, and inside are two little journal tabs. So again, some of the coloured paper, some again bee themed paper that I've got from my stash, some more ink splashed pages. On this side I've made a large tuck spot from one of Artimaze's digital papers, so you can journal on top of that, and inside I've just put some paper for journaling in there, and from the kit, again another little notebook using up scraps of papers, and that's just tucked inside of there too. Here I've made a large tuck spot again from Shabby Doodah's kit. I can't remember the name of it, I'm sorry. I've just made this little topper from some cardstock, fussy cut and collaged on a butterfly, and this wish tab. There's some lovely lace trim there. This is a pocket here that you could put, in fact I'll leave that in and then you know it's a pocket. And I've just used some collaged tags that I've made up using the scraps that I've got. This is just a scrap of card that I've turned into a tab. I've stenciled it, collaged a butterfly, and used this lovely crocheted butterfly lace trim. And again, some journaling paper in there. So quite a lot going on in that tuck spot. Again, coloured paper and stamping. Here I've made a pocket using vellum paper. I love the sound of it. Vellum paper. You can just use glassine bags, but I didn't have any glassine bags, so I utilised the vellum. I've just glued on top a little card topper, I can't remember whose that is. I've edged it with some of the crochet lace trim, and inside is a journal card from Artimaze Andrea's kit, and also a little seed packet from the kit, and inside the seed packet is a little journal card. I think these are actually Mrs. Cogg's butterfly kit. I'm just going to check this camera because it keeps switching off. There you go, we're still on. So here again, some more stenciling. I've made this corner tuck spot from paper. This is from Antique Paperie, and I can never remember that it's either Victorian collection or French vintage collection. I can never remember it, sorry. And inside of there are two tags, again eyelash trim and garden twine on top, and this one's coffee stained paper at the back. Some more bee stamping, and here I've just made a little tab there of faux stamp. This is another one of the tags from Andrea and Tracy's kit. I've just done some layering up here of book pages and music, and again one of the specimen cards and one of the specimen numbers from Andrea's kits. And inside of there I've just made a little journal tab. Again, just pages, a belly band, again using Shabby Dabby Doodah's kit, and inside of there is one of Andrea's tags, and I haven't done anything with it. I just love these tags, so I haven't altered it in any way. I've just left it as it is. And again, some eyelash trim and some notepaper inside there, stamping again on the paper. Here I've used up, this is just a notebook that I've made into a pocket, a notebook sheet that I've made into a pocket. I've stuck on one of the specimen cards. I didn't think to leave it at the top so it's not a pocket, but you've got a little bit of journaling space here, and inside of this pocket is a large tag journal card from the kit. Again, it's coffee stained paper on the back, and I've used that lovely butterfly crochet lace on there. Just checking that camera, it keeps clicking. Another one of Artemase's tabs and a little journal card. Again, coffee stained paper on the back from the kit. I've crochet lace trim on the edge of there, and again another little butterfly dangle on that page. Here's another envelope that I made, and I've used one of the circular tabs as the closure. I've just fussy cut and collaged on some scraps from the papers, and again inside coffee stained paper. That doesn't want to stick on there. There we go. On this page I've used one of Artemase's specimen cards, butterfly cards again. I've even made that into a pocket and just put in a tab. I haven't altered that in any way because I like the way that looks, and left it just for journaling on the back. Again, shabby doodahs. The centre of the journal, and I've left the threads because some people like to attach dangles onto there. I haven't done it this time, but I've left it. If you don't like it and you get this journal, you can just snip it off, and stenciling on both sides there. More stenciling. Come on. Here I've made a pocket just using some honey coloured cardstock. I've die cut this oval and attached a little bee tab to it, some crochet lace trim on the top of it, and inside of this pocket is a little tag that I've used some of the ephemera to make. One of the banners from Artemase's kit, but I can't remember the name of it, and some of the tickets from the Bee Garden kit. Stamping again on this page. Here I've used one of the double specimen cards, and I've just left it as it is so that you can open it up and you've got journaling space inside of there. And I've just tucked in one of the little banners from one of Artemase's kit, and this is a tuck spot behind, so you've got a place to tuck in something. Here I've just used up some of the scrap paper and collaged it onto the base of that page, and used one of the bees from the kit. Here I've used up scraps to make corner pockets, so it's a little tuck spot with a journal card, again blank on the back for journaling, and I've just glued on one of the tickets from one of Artemase's kits. Again, another corner pocket, and I've used one of the tickets and left it as a tuck spot, so there's a tiny little journal card 4 stamp thing there, and inside of there is a large butterfly tab. Stamping and stenciling again. Another corner pocket using up some paper, I don't know where I've got that paper from, and inside that pocket is some journal paper, one of the large tags from Andrea's kit, and another tag from one of Andrea's kits. I'm not sure if that was a tag or if that was just a sheet of paper, and I've used part of the page to make into a tag. And here I've put a little cluster on top of here. I've used paper doily, a 4 stamp made out of a book page, and a little butterfly. I think that's Mrs. Cogg's butterflies, and inside 2 of the little journal cards tabs from Andrea's kit. I think they're from Andrea's kit in there. Here I've done a triple pocket, and this is, you can go on YouTube to Yvonne Preston's YouTube channel, and she's got some really good let's make videos, and this is one of Yvonne's ideas. So, and it's good for using up the ends of the pages that you don't tend to use, you tend to cut them off. So 3 little pockets. Inside is just some journaling paper. I've used the paper doilies, some lace and a little butterfly on top of each one of them, and in each one is some journal paper. You can leave it open at one side, you know, just glue down 2 sides and leave it open so that you have a tuck spot behind, but I didn't do in this case. Again, I've just left one of the specimen cards there clipped onto the page, so it can be used as a tuck spot, so you can put things behind it. A pocket using up scraps again. Oh, running out of battery, I think. And again with 2 one journal card and a tag inside of there. Another little corner pocket with 2 journal cards inside, and this is left a little tuck spot behind here. Large double pocket again that I've used up cardstock and digital papers with a large journal card. And so I was right, the battery was running out, so there might be a little bit of a hiccup in this recording because I'm going to have to stitch the 2 recordings together. So if I just quickly recap, I think we were about here when I noticed the battery going. So this was a 3 pocket page with the journal paper inside, inspired by Yvonne Preston. And here, excuse me, one of the double specimen cards that I've just tucked in to that page and can be used as a tuck spot there. It's just fastened in with a paper clip. And here a pocket using some of Artie Maisie's digital papers, and I've just stuck on one of her freebie tabs off her kits. And then a little butterfly journal card. I love this because it's got a little caterpillar on there, and a tag that I've made up using some scrap paper. I've stamped it. I've used some piece of ephemera and a fussy cut butterfly and one of the specimen numbers from Artie Maise and some eyelash trim. Excuse me again. So on this page I've made a corner pocket from cardstock. I've glued on a specimen card and the little word tag, wonderfully exotic, and inside there got 2 journal cards. This one's lined with note paper and this one's lined with coffee dye paper. And this has got some crocheted lace trim on the edge of that page. Again, coffee dyed paper and a little bee stamp. This is where I was when the battery died on me. So it's a double pocket made from cardstock, and I've used some scrap paper, one of the book plates from Artie Maise, a little butterfly that I've fussy cut and glued onto there. It's got a large journal card, free on the back for journaling, and some of the lovely butterfly crochet lace trim on there. And in the back, a handmade tag that I've collaged, lots of scrap papers. I've used this little pocket here on the front and collaged the word butterflies. There's a tiny little You might not be able to see it, but it's a sparkly butterfly on there. And then inside is a little tag made from a journal card, and again with eyelash trim on there, and 2 small little journal cards. Oh gosh, I can't get that one out. There we go. So 2 little journal cards in there as well. And this collage, I've just used this was paper that I'd inked. I'd inked up, I don't know what the background paper is, it's just some digital paper, some notebook paper, book paper, music, and again another blingy butterfly. And it's got the eyelash trim on the top, pink, to bring out the pink from here. So quite a lot going on in that tag, and it's coffee, oh no, it's not coffee stained, it's just cardstock on the back. There we go, didn't want to go in. So again, digital paper and coloured papers. Here I've used one of Artemisi's specimen cards as a tuck spot, and inside I've used some of the kit and made it into a little bookmark, so that can just go, it can be a bookmark or it can be a journal card. You can keep notes on the back of that. Again, stamping on coffee stained papers. This is one of Judy Sanderson's, I can't think of the name, one of her designs that she does. She calls it a triple fold tuxedo pocket, and this opens up and you've got some journal space in there. This is a little pocket on the front with a little journal card inside there, and then it opens up both sides, so you've got the journal space inside there, again some more journal space there, and another little tuck spot here with a little piece of ephemera with a collage butterfly on the front of that. You can just use it as a floating pocket, and on the back you could put another pocket as well. And this is just a tuck spot, and I've put a little tag in behind there. So thank you, Judith, for that, how to make that video. I enjoyed that. Again, some coloured paper, stamping and stenciling on that page. Here on the back cover, I've made 2 pockets. One's from a large journal card. I can't remember whose kit this is, I apologise. And another bookmark from Artemisi's Bee Garden kit, just tucked inside that front pocket. And then a large journal card in the back one, and again with a crocheted lace butterfly on there. So there's the journal. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, and I hope you like it. I would appreciate any feedback, because we're all work in progress and we all learn as we're going along. So any constructive feedback's always welcome, because I love to learn from people's suggestions and encouragement. It's nice to be able to do that. So again, thank you for watching, and give me a like if you like it. Consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to pop by the Etsy store to have a look at this. Thank you very much, and bye.